Naked? Eric.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what up, man? Dude, what a game.
Put a shirt on.
Nah, no shirt required. Don't worry about no shirt.
Why
We
are
don't
you
need no
gonna show
Hey,
shirt.
put this on pause.
Why are you gonna show me?
You're on the internet, Jennifer.
We not. Don't worry about no shirt. What's going on, guys? What a game! What a game! What a game! As SoCal will probably be back in a bit. Wardrobe malfunction. Um. Well, if you guys, I, yeah, the reaction in this house. Uh, my wife is sitting in the bed right here next to me. She had to come in out of this room to make sure I was alive and I wasn't falling out and being having a heart attack because I was gonna. Yeah. My kids are yelling from the downstairs, "Daddy, you alive?" I said, "I'm alive." I kept the faith. I did not think we were going to lose this game at all. I didn't. What up? What up? Two wallets.
What's good?
I did not. Think we were going to lose this game. I didn't. Think. Oh, it's over. It's done. I was really upset with the whole defense, and it's 4th and 14, and you need
What's
to.
up?
What up? Crazy game. I was really going like, hey, 4th and 14. This is your season right here. You want to host a fourth straight AFC Championship game, you need to come up with it. And I know we didn't have our leading quarterback per se on the defense. I know he was hurt, and we got that bad concussion in the beginning of the game. But I thought we were going to step up. And then when Snead, that's the guy named Snead, he didn't even make a play on the ball, and that dude was wide open. I mean, I was like, wow. And then with 13 seconds, I was like, I just want to get into field goal range. If I get into field goal range, then we good. Get in the field goal range, we good. Even though Buckner missed an extra point and that field goal at the half, I still think he's one of the greatest kickers inside of in crunch time. And we got Patrick Mahomes on that offense, but wow, this game was crazy, and it's like 50 degrees in Florida right now, so that's why I got a coat on it. It's hot, it's cold, and it's really, really cold out here. But yeah, this was a crazy, crazy game. What about you? I mean, you were pretty so quiet pretty much the whole entire time.
Well, part of it was frustration because I was trying to get on here and I couldn't. Like StreamYard wouldn't let me start anything, so I couldn't. I got frustrated. But as far as this game, somebody has to start saying greatest playoff games. This has got to be up there. For me, one of my, if I had to list three, I'm not even gonna go recency bias. I'm gonna just be a homer. Music City Miracle. I love the Music City Mayhem, but those are my two. But other than that, it's funny because the Chiefs are involved in both of them. This one's got to be top 5, and then I'll never forget. I believe it was Trent Green versus Peyton Manning in KC. There was not one punt in that game. That was one of the greatest playoff games. Just the way this ended. Seeing. He did it again. He gave the do sign walking into the end zone.
Okay, so I was surprised there was no flag, but then I was like, man, we scored too fast. Because when I say it's a minute and 2 seconds left, and I was like, dude, our secondary is weak. Our secondary is really, really weak. And he's throwing all those runs in the beginning, they're starting to throw it deep. So I was like, it's not. I mean, my wife's like, "You're right," and so it's 1 minute left, though, and then boom, they scored. I was real, I was heated, but
I get it.
I mean, I had people calling me, texting me, saying, "Breathe, breathe, breathe, breathe," and I was like, "I'm breathing."
Go give your husband a hug.
Somebody calling her and telling her, go give your husband a hug. It was a good game, good season. I'm like, it ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. And then Tyreek scores, and I was just like, and then I figured, you know what? Honestly, gotta say, that coin toss, I felt that if Josh Allen would have
got the ball.
got that ball, the Chiefs wouldn't make Mahomes would have been sitting on the bench, just like he did when they lost to Brady in overtime. I feel like that's how it was going to be because I didn't think none of these two offenses were going to stop. None of these two offenses were going to be like, hey, you know, I figured, it was the last person with this offense, and I figured once we had that ball, I was like, we're going to score a touchdown. There's no way in heck that we're not scoring a touchdown in this opening drive. This game's over. It's whoever won that toss, and we won that toss, and I was just like, on to live another day.
And then you want to know what's funny? You want to talk about emotional? 2 cents over here was going nuts. Well, obviously he's a Chargers fan, so as soon as the Bills scored, he just started like crying. Go ahead.
I was like,
Yeah. I don't know if you guys can. Yeah.
I just want to put a thought. Well, they won, like, both of those people were literally like, this? That would have been holding. That's holding.
Oh, okay. So he's talking about before Kansas City scored. No, I'm sorry. Before Buffalo scored, and then you guys came back with the 2 minutes. So there was one receiver and one DB. They got locked up on the hand and on the shoulder pad. The receiver was holding the DB, and then the DB was pulling the Chief player over on top of him like he was holding too, but he was holding just before. So they were both holding, but they never threw the flag. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, I gotta say that I saw something online, and it said that these official right here throw the least flags, the least penalties. They're known to throw a lot of penalty flags in the game, so they let them play, and they let them play. We I mean, they had that one pass interference call, where the guy ended up catching it anyways, right before when they got that that go ahead touchdown.
Right.
So, at the very end there, which I didn't that was a penalty. He just made a great catch. So it was just, I mean, it's reminiscing of when we saw Peyton Manning drive down. I mean, not Peyton, Tom Brady drive down the field, and with Mahomes sitting out on the sideline, not getting any a pass, and now Josh Allen throws 9 touchdown passes, and he's going home. And for this to be the only one team won. Only one home team won. So I don't even know how home field advantage is going to go. I don't know what next week holds with Joe Burrow coming in. I mean, it's a revenge. Joe Burrow beat us in the regular season too, but it was in Cincinnati. We'll see what happened. What's up, 2 cents? You got something?
And by the way, the Chiefs' journey ends here. Cincinnati's gonna beat Chiefs.
Now you already calling the Bengals over the Chiefs?
27-50.
20-15. Oh, okay.
I mean 50.
Oh, 50. He said Joe Burrow's going to put up 50 on the Chiefs defense in KC.
In KC, a 50 burger?
They do a 50 burger? They're going to score 50 points on Kansas City?
Okay. All right.
Just like the Patriots.
Just like the. So you're saying
90 points, and like the Patriots were like crushing them, like basically if you had COVID but you ate like a lot of vegetables, you would just literally kill it.
All right. You definitely your dad definitely needs to learn trash talking from you, because you don't even do that much trash talking, boy.
I'm not a trash talker.
Maybe he get that from his mama. So
Yeah, maybe.
So, but
was just say congrats, Daniel.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Your boy Kelsey. Your boy Kelsey.
I saw.
Your boy
Yes,
Kelsey.
I saw.
Yeah, your boy Kelsey. That was great. But
It's funny. As soon as I saw him, look, I already knew he did an up route and he came left, and I said, "Oh, he's got the DB on the outside." I screamed, "Kelsey!" And then he let go of the ball sidearm, and all you saw was this. I was like, "It's touchdown."
so when I was screaming up and down, and then they're like, "Are you happy?" I'm like, "Wait," because I saw everybody huddling up, and I was like, "Don't tell me they're gonna call this incomplete." Like they
No,
got
they just
fireworks,
had to review it. That's all.
they had fireworks going off and everything, and I was like, "There's just no way. That's gonna be like one of the worst calls ever." But it was good. Hey, what about this? I saw this right here. So Romero says, "What about Frank Wright bringing the Bills back against the Houston Oilers?"
Yeah, I don't like to bring out old stuff.
So
I've had enough to endure this weekend, okay, and last weekend. So I'm just
that the Music City Miracle. So yeah, well,
Yeah.
This type of game, how it ended. I thought we were going to get that all game long. I thought it was going to be a high score shootout back and forth game. I was real surprised with that first half. It should have been set, but then I was also upset with Andy Reid playing calling getting too cute. That third down. I understand if it's first and goal and you want to do a little trick play and try to get. I mean, first off, that's Bell. It's not even Kelsey running the pitch. But that was third down. And
you do realize he's probably showed something in practice to where he's capable.
Yeah,
so
but-
I'm not gonna be mad at that.
I'm gonna be mad at the time. That's not the time to call that play. You can call
All
that
right,
play.
let me ask you a question. So the Super Bowl, right? Indianapolis, New Orleans Saints. Are you mad he kicked the onside kick as soon as the second half started?
Well, that's unexpected. But this is here. It is that you're trying to be ahead of the you're trying to be ahead, and you're only up 2 points. So 5 is not going to keep you above anything. You want a 7, so at least worst case scenario, you're up. They score a touchdown. They're still down 2, and if they will still have to go for an onside kick, and then we'll see what happens.
I love the fact you bring that up. Let's also bring up the fact that New Orleans had the lead at that point too.
Right, but that was at the beginning of the game. That
was from the end of the first half to the second half.
This is situational football. I just didn't like the fact that it was third down. Now, at first and goal, first down, I'm okay with it. Second down, I'd probably be okay with it.
But not third.
But third down, you need a yard. I mean, you had the ball first and 10 from the 16. 2 run plays and a trick play, and your best player didn't throw the ball one time.
Yeah.
That's
tripping on when he held the peace sign up and walked into the end zone. Like,
that's getting too cute. But I mean, he came back at the end, so it was a great game. We'll talk more about it on Wednesday night. What'd she say?
Like, we wouldn't have had to go to overtime if we wouldn't have been able to miss the field goal.
Yeah, that field goal and that extra point, that's 4 points right there.
Yeah.
So I mean, but hey, he made it when it counted, right? I mean, people call him to take his job. He's one of the best kickers in the NFL. So
okay. Quarterback speculation. We might as well just dip into this real quick. That guy that we saw just now, Allen, that's the third best quarterback in the NFL.
I would say he's probably number 2.
The personal reasons, I got Russell Wilson still at number 2. And if the rumors are true, I don't even want to go into look. If Tennessee does get rid of Ryan Tannehill, it's only for Russell Wilson. It's not for anybody else.
Yeah.
Look. You know how much I like Jimmy Garoppolo. Oh boy, here's this.
The Cincy Standard. Yeah, they do.
No,
look,
I'm gonna tell you why.
They got Jamar Chase.
No, you know why that's washed? They just lost to Cincy. If they had beaten Cincy, then Cincy would have a chance. It's hard to beat an outside opponent of your division twice.
Well, look at Buffalo.
You came all the way back and beat Kansas City. Now, don't be surprised if it's like 23-51. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised. No. I'm not, because I've seen it before. Don't jinx it. I'm not trying to jinx it. I'm saying the only reason why I say that is because now Cincy think that they got some confidence. Dude, you realize you guys just got sacked 10 times against Tennessee and you barely beat them? Yes, you did beat Tennessee, but you barely beat a team who sacked you 10 times. Kansas City's D-line is about to go off, and KC could not run the rock at all. Really.
Yeah, was it Joe?
Jackson, Oak State.
No, but the other dude, not Joe McKinnon. I love the way he runs. I love the fact that he does not diddle-daddle. He runs forward.
You didn't like him in the Super Bowl when he was running against you when he was in San Francisco?
Wrong red. He was right. And you know what? If he would have kept running the way he did, San Francisco would have won that Super Bowl.
Did I not say that Green Bay is too soft with COVID at their quarterback?
Well, hey, both quarterbacks that lost yesterday and today, they might be done. I don't know if they're actually done retired wise, but I think one might retire and one might be going to the AFC.
I don't want to see him go to Denver.
No, he's going to go to Pittsburgh. Let's bring in.
That would make sense.
Hey,
can you hear me now?
Welcome back.
Can you hear us? You're good?
Yep.
All right. Man, what a game.
Bro, I told you. As long as you got that dude, Pat Mahomes, you do not count him out.
No.
Hold on. I could go back to your recordings. You said there's something about Josh Allen in these moments.
There is, but there's something more in Patrick. Patrick is the most clutch.
Yeah.
Dude, when he played the Texans a couple of years ago and they were down by a ton, and that dude just drove down and forget ice in your veins, dude. That dude had something else on a different planet in his veins.
Well, they were down 24-0 in Houston. They were down, 20-something to 3 against the Tennessee, down 10 fourth quarter against the 49ers, and came back and won all those games. That's why you didn't hear one day. You didn't hear me at all this week say it's over. We lost. We're done. Not one. I thought I was going to at least say 3 of them.
Well, let me just tell you, I have a couple of Bills fans on Instagram, a couple of woodworker buddies that I know, and they've lost their minds.
Oh, I'm sure, and I know of one of them because he made me a nice thing, and I have it in my other room that you got me.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yep,
yeah,
that
guy. I know him.
Right now,
and there are 2 people at work that I will. There are people at work. There's one Pacific guy at work I will see on Tuesday when I get to work that he's gonna tell me something like, "I got lucky."
Yeah, don't know luck.
You know what? If somebody tells you that was luck, you said you shouldn't put luck on skill. The way he caught that ball sidearm in the corner of the end zone, that's not luck. The way we saw that running back come up the side on that was the 32 in the overtime, McKinnon, the way he turned and then came up, that's not luck. The way we saw, why do I want to call him Deontay Hall? Because that's exactly the way he looked this game. The way, it's funny because SoCal said it on the chat that why does he keep going backwards? It's funny. If you go to rewind it, I didn't do it, but I'm going to do it later. He took a step back to look at gaps, and then he shot him. Like the one when he ran up inside the field, like when he came back on the punt return. He took a step back, took a look, and then shot the gap. It's not luck when it's skill.
It's speed.
Hey, but I want to say this real quick.
Hold on. You want to talk luck? We saw luck all this morning.
Nice speed.
There's no way you're down 27-3 and field goal, touchdown, turnover. Like that was luck. That was the Tom Brady luck. That was luck. This, what we saw tonight, was skill from two skillful opponents.
Yeah, well, I think the Bills are going to go over this season coming up. They're going to go through a lot of change, and I don't know what they're going to look like next year. I said this to you guys personally behind the scenes. This was the year the Bills needed to go far and needed to go to the Super Bowl if they were going to do something. Reason being, I say that is they have both their coordinators are out for coaching positions. They're going to be a high turnover on that team come next year. So I don't think you're going to see the same level. Yeah, they'll still have the same quarterback, but they're not going to have the same level that they have right now with the continuity with everybody on the team and with the coaching staff and everybody comfortable. It might take them another 2 years again to get back where they need to be. I don't think they're going to be as consistent as everybody is saying.
All right, so is the window closed?
I wouldn't say that it's totally closed, but I would say that the window is shutting.
Yeah, I mean, because I figured, I don't know if Leslie Frazier's going to get a job, but I think your offensive coordinator for Buffalo, I think he's on his way down to your team in Miami. I think he's on his way to Miami just because of the whole Tua factor. So I think he's definitely, if he has a chance to coach the guy he coached in college, I don't see why he wouldn't, and I don't see why they wouldn't if they're smart, which the Dolphins are, so should do it. But yeah, I think they definitely, their window is, this might have been their two chances to get to Super Bowl. I mean, I don't know if they're going to get one more.
Let me interject really, really quickly. I do not believe it's over for Buffalo. If you look at the last 3 years in Tennessee, we lost our offensive coordinator twice and lost a defensive coordinator. And yet Tennessee is still consistently right there winning the division and being in the playoffs. So,
yeah, but I think the difference between that team, Joey, and the Buffalo Bills is Brian Dable is the guy that created Josh Allen. You got to remember, before Brian Dable got there to Buffalo, Josh Allen was a wash in the NFL. The year Brian Dable came to the Buffalo Bills is the first year Josh Allen looked like he was going to be a stud in the NFL. Josh Allen is playing the way he's playing because of Brian Dable. Brian Dable's not there. They're not calling those plays for Josh Allen. Josh Allen is not going to be the same guy.
Okay, I understand why you say that. But in this situation, tight ends coach, a wide receiver coach, the assistant offensive coordinator, one of those guys, if you want to keep the system intact, like they did in Tennessee. Tennessee upgraded their running backs coach, Arthur Smith. Now Arthur Smith is the head coach in Atlanta. Our offensive coordinator 3 years ago, offensive coordinator, got a job at Green Bay. Look what he's done the last 3 years. Now we got this guy who came in. This was his first full season. Our defensive coordinator retired. And then he came back to go to Baltimore, Pease. So, but Tennessee upgraded within to keep continuity. I'm not going to be surprised if Buffalo does the same thing. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I agree, but to an extent. But again, especially with talking about the Titans hasn't done anything other than winning in the regular season. Buffalo, nobody cares if they're the winners of the regular season. What we're talking about is being able to get deep into the playoffs or possibly winning the Super Bowl. They haven't done that. I don't see they're going to do that. If they want to follow the Titans' mantra, they go into the playoffs and lose, then that's fine if that's what they want to do. But if they want to beat the right now, the echelon team you got to get through ain't going nowhere. That's Chiefs. Chiefs aren't going nowhere. Their offense is predicated on one man, and that man ain't leaving that coaching position. So Bellamy can leave. You still have Andy Reid. He's still the mastermind. He's still the guy that calls those plays when he wants to. That is the genius. That's like Bill Belichick. As long as he's there, everybody else can go away. You got your mastermind. Bill's mastermind is Bill Dable. or sorry, Brian Dable. Brian Dable leaves, that turns into a different team. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is, I think if they want to get better, because remember, Buffalo's gotten better every year over the last 3 years. And whether you want to realize this or not, Tennessee's gotten better over the last 3 years. AJ Brown.
I agree with that. I agree. Tennessee, hey, man, I'm not going to take anything back. Look, Tennessee, yesterday, they had a couple of hard
Tannehill
plays.
had one bad game.
Huh?
It's that simple. Tannehill had one bad game.
Bad day to have a bad game.
I don't necessarily blame that whole game on Tannehill. I mean, let's be real. The guy that they were supposed to rely on, they didn't rely on, and that was King Henry. They didn't rely on him, and that's what all the talk was going to be, is that he was coming back and he was going to beast and feast, and he did not beast and feast. That was the problem. Now, because people can't complain about that, they're going to Tannehill. They're using Tannehill as a scapegoat. Listen, Tannehill's been that guy in that game yesterday since he was a Miami Dolphin his rookie year. I watched him every year as a Miami Dolphin do the same exact thing every year. The Titans knew what they were getting in a quarterback. That guy has not changed his spots. He has been that same guy. He's going to be a game manager. He's going to do good. He's going to throw a lot of picks at inopportune times.
Now, hold on.
That's not what the Titans built their team around.
A lot of picks. He hasn't done that a lot in Tennessee, which is the reason why I said he had one bad game. I'm saying just like I told Big Chief earlier. The only person I'm getting rid of Tannehill for is the second best quarterback in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson. If Russell Wilson wants to come to Tennessee, I would gladly welcome him. But I don't think that's going to happen.
So would you welcome back Marcus Mariota?
No. Because he's going to get
Try to get him back.
Why not?
Because he's going to get hurt. That's the guy.
All right, hey, let's
guy got hurt every single year in Tennessee.
all right, let's put a pin in that, and we'll come back to that on Wednesday.
Gotcha.
We'll come back to that on Wednesday. We can talk all about everything on our show. We got about 3 minutes left. It's just a reaction show. Great win so my picks are still alive. I said Chiefs, Rams in the Super Bowl. I'm still there.
Titans.
And but okay. And so my picks at the beginning. I picked it in the beginning of the season. I said it was going to be that. While I'm available, I might have to go buy a ticket and go down there. Go fly down there. But we'll see. I'll wait for it next week.
Hey, if you want a Chiefs game ticket, let me know. I can talk to some people that got those.
I ain't trying to go to that. Hey, by the way, whoever ran on the field before that caused that delay after that timeout, that 4th and 13 play, I really think also might have made a screwy, because I think maybe the defense was all pumped up, and then you had to wait.
Yeah.
To get that guy out. So, I mean, fans, stay in the seats. Stay in your seats. You know, that's a lot of money that dude just wasted on that ticket. And he's going to waste even more money trying to get out.
And he got laid out.
And he got beat up by Diggs, who I wish I would have saw it. Yeah, I know I'll see it online somewhere. Someone will have it online. I'll see Diggs deck him. I can't wait to see it. But so my prediction is still live. New picks for you guys real quick. Who you got in the Super Bowl? Go at 50. What's up? 2 cents.
Hey, none of my picks are alive.
Who you got out of the 14 to the left?
Well, before the playoffs even started, before the wild card even started, I had Arizona, Tampa Bay, and then Tennessee.
So who you got now?
Oh, there's only 2 teams for me. And one of those teams, of course, LA Rams now.
And then you want the Bengals to beat the KC. So your Super Bowl is Bengals and Rams.
No, my Super Bowl is actually gonna be Bengals. I mean Rams and San Francisco.
No, that's the NFC Championship.
Oh.
Rams and Bengals. All right.
Rams and Bengals.
All right, what you got?
I got Chiefs and Rams, man. But in order for the Rams, or in order for the Chiefs to stop the Rams, they got to do something with that safety position, man, because they exploited themselves today.
Well,
And if your boy stays hurt, that's gonna look sticky.
He'll be back. He'll be back next week. He'll be back, but that secondary's been tough. So, 2 odds. Who you got, real quick?
Jimmy G versus. It's a rematch.
It's a rematch from 2 years ago.
Rematch.
Chiefs
Jimmy missing that pass again.
The Joe Montana Bowl again, part 2.
Man,
it's going down again. Soft Packers ain't there.
The Debo
cheese. I don't want no soft cheese.
The Debo Samuel versus Tyreek Hill, that might be a good one. So we'll see. But
Tyreek Debo.
All right, guys. Well, we will talk more about it on Wednesday, 8:00. We'll have Big Boy also as well. Thanks for coming on, guys. This was a great reaction to the Chiefs' victory. We'll do some more reactions. Hopefully, we'll go on maybe next Sunday for a reaction live while I watch the video, while the game is on. So, but I don't know, because, yeah. I got to go get me my blood pressure medicine. Yeah. But I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.
Night.
Yes, sir. Yo, what up?